YouTube, what's going on, boys? Hopefully, you guys are having a good day today, man. As always, it's your boy Subconscious back with another video, man. Hopefully, you guys are staying strong on your SR journey. You guys are enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? Getting filled with the Holy Spirit and tapping in with God, man, on a daily basis. Guys, this video I kind of wanted to talk about um, a topic that a lot of people love to talk about, as far as interacting with women on semen retention. I kind of want to talk about like the natural progression that happens, and talk about my experience, and hopefully this answers some of the questions that some of you guys have. So the title for this one is females are going to hit different on semen retention. All right, females are gonna start to change. You're gonna start to change the way that you look at females, and you're basically gonna have to, you know, you're gonna see them differently, bro, and you're going to behave differently around them, and you're also going to have different results. All right, let's get into this, man. Females hit different. So the main thing, you guys, is that semen retention gets us into this place to where we're able to see the world differently. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our priorities have now shifted. When you go down a long streak of semen retention, basically you start to understand, like, the different things that are happening in the world. You start to understand the masculine and the feminine relationship. You know what I mean? And you get to see that a lot of people that are operating in this space, you guys, they aren't genuine. You know what I mean? A lot of people are just trying to hook up, right? A lot of people are just trying to smash. And guys like us, we want nothing to do with that lifestyle. So it's kind of hard to navigate, if you really are, trying to find, a partner or start a family or whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? It can be difficult, man. But basically, your priorities have shifted, you guys. Over time, semen retention gets you into this place to where your mission is more important than women. You know what I mean? And your mission with God, God becomes way more important, than women, right? So you kind of start to put women on the back burner. You know what I mean? When you start to realize what's actually going on here, you start to realize that you are, you control your own destiny, right? And you understand that there's sometimes there's other things in life than just chasing women. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so many guys out in the world that they think that, like, having the girl is like the thing, like the end all be all. Is like, oh yeah, I got this girl, yeah, but it's like, okay, cool, what else you got going on? You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, that's not the goal of life, is just to have a partner. Obviously it's beautiful, to be in love and to have a family. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful, but I'm just saying, guys, there's other things to life, and this is what semen retention gets us to realize. Our priorities start to shift, and we start to put God first, and we start to put our mission first. We start to put ourselves first. So we start to protect our peace, man. We start to protect our energy over focusing on, chasing women and getting with women. And that creates a sort of different type of relationship. And in turn, it ends up making them want us more. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because we're not being needy. You know what I mean? We're not being thirsty. That's the word I was looking for. Thirsty. So it's crazy, bro, because you're trying to do all this stuff, but then on the other end, you're going to be getting more attraction. So it's you kind of got to be able to juggle these things, guys. But yeah, man, a lot of it has to do with the fact that we just don't care as much as we used to. You know what I mean? We don't care about the results, and the bottom line is that we're good by ourselves. You know what I'm saying, guys? We're happy by ourselves. We're fine by ourselves, with us and God. We've been doing it for so long, and it's amazing, guys. If you're anything like me, I love being alone, bro. I love hanging, and I know a lot of you guys can relate. A lot of you retainers, man. The time spent alone in isolation and with God, and just on our mission, that's peaceful, man. It's just us and God, right? There's no distractions. There's no drama. You just effortlessly flowing around, just doing your thing in life. And I mean, that's a beautiful thing. So sometimes when you throw another person into the mix, it can disrupt that. You know what I mean? So in the back of our head, we know that. So it's like, okay, any female that tries to come into our life, it's kind of like, okay, how are you gonna mess this up for me? You know what I mean? We got to make sure that we're very, on point with, the different type of criteria that we have with the women, and what we expect out of them if they're going to be allowed into our lives. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Gotta put out, gotta put ourselves first. Gotta value ourselves first, and that's the difference between our old self. You know what I mean? We used to just allow any type of woman into our life. If she looked good or whatever, if she was gonna let us smash, that's a green light, bro. She let her in. That's how I was, right? And that's disgusting. That is pig behavior. You know what I'm saying? When they call men pigs and stuff like that, that's how it is, bro. It's because you're thinking downstairs. You're thinking with your other head downstairs. You know what I mean? You're not thinking right. So that's what it is, man. It's like, you're putting the mission first, you're putting God first, you're putting yourself first. So women kind of get put on the back burner. You know what I mean? Stop caring about it, and you end up treating them differently. As I always like to say, I feel like I noticed this probably like a month in. I say this all the time, and this is a cool benefit too, because you can get female friends this way as well. My old self, you guys, I used to go around and talk to different girls and stuff like that, and I feel like I would always, the problem lied, in my subconscious mind when I was talking to maybe like attractive girls. And in my head, I would picture myself with this woman, whether it be like us getting intimate or her potentially, being my girlfriend. Isn't that crazy? And a lot of guys do this. Like, you jump to that space mentally. Like, you skip over the fact that she is a regular human being, and you basically go right to thinking about getting intimate or potentially, romantic situation. That's not normal, you guys. And a lot of that is what corn does to us. It gets us into that spot to where we're kind of like, the programming in our mind is all messed up. You know what I'm saying, guys? So semen retention is going to get you back to this place spiritually where you're able to interact with women and have them be, you can treat them like a friend again. Remember back in the day, you guys, maybe you were in school or something like that, and maybe you had more female friends. It's because you were more respectful to them energetically, and you were more friendly to them. As soon as you get that mindset, especially if you guys are watching the websites, you get into a place where you start to get creepy, bro. Nala, what you doing? Things get creepy, man. You start giving them weird vibes, and that's not how it is. At the end of the day, guys, women are just regular people. Women are regular people too. So just because they can offer us, the S word or whatever, doesn't mean that they get put on a pedestal. It's just how it is, bro. We're men, they're females. This is how it is. They're still human beings at the end of the day. So it's a cool shift, you guys, because it's very healthy, and you can also make female friends this way. I always like to say, guys, when you're hanging around different girls, treat them like they're your friend. Literally, like, run an experiment. It doesn't mean you have to always be searching to be getting women, but you can make female friends this way too. But whenever I'm hanging out with girls, I pretend like they're one of my friends. Just like a really close, homie that is that I hang out with all the time. Be myself. Sometimes I'll even call him bro. I'll call him dude. You know what I mean? Like, they enjoy that because it makes them feel respected. Energetically. So I don't know about dude all the time, but I'm sure that's slipped a few times. But you guys get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just being friendly with them and not putting them on a pedestal. Like, oh, are you gonna be my girlfriend? You want to hook up? Nah, bro. You can't be leading with any of that type of stuff. It makes them feel weird, and it makes you look weird. So the next thing that happens, you guys, is that we end up forming this mentality, man, that we know that I've made videos about this too, but guys on semen retention, bro, we end up turning into the prize. We become so valuable that a lot of these women, they can't resist us. And when we are the prize and we go around, and if you have that mentality, it's going to be hitting different, when you're acting with females, because you understand that you're the one that, these females are seeking to be with, because you are a very powerful, masculine, spiritual, solid individual, man. As a man, you got all your ducks in a row. You're doing all these things right. You know what I mean? Your mental health, you're a rock, you're calm. You have a connection with God, which is very important. And you're also looking a lot better, man. You're looking real, a lot more handsome on semen retention, right? That life force heals us, heals our skin. We start to glow, our hair, our beard, everything, bro. You're going to the gym, you're looking good, all that stuff, guys. So we end up being the prize. You know what I'm saying? So start to get to go around women and behave in a way that, you put yourself first, man. And that's totally different from our old selves, where we were just always, you go and hang out with a girl, and like mentally you got them on a pedestal before you guys even talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. And you know what I've learned, guys, is that you can hang out with them and do this as practice. You can practice with certain females. Like, you could literally go on dates. Because for me, you guys, when I first started, I was in that isolation period, and then I was, learning all this stuff about female attraction. And then I remember I went out on my first date with a girl, and it was a little bit strange. I didn't have much practice. Sometimes you have to practice and going and hanging out with them as the new version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So this new version of you, you're not lusting, you're not looking to hook up, you're not looking to smash. And if you're in isolation and then you go and hang out with them, it can kind of be a little difficult, to navigate. So what I like to do is I'll just hang out with girls as friends, pretty much as practice, so I can practice staying in my frame and being the new version of myself. So when it comes time, if I ever do run into somebody who fits all my criteria as a potential partner, I'll be ready for that moment, because I'm already, I've been doing it, right? So I think it's beneficial for guys to hang out with females just as friends, so you can get comfortable with being around that feminine energy, staying in your frame and not, living in your lust and not doing all that stuff. Because when the time comes where a female actually wants to be with you, guys, you can start getting all this crazy stuff. You get urges, you know what I'm saying, and you're not prepared for them, so you got to be prepared and ready for all this stuff, when you're hanging out with these girls and stuff on the semen retention. So all right, boys, that's pretty much all I got, man. I wanted to chop it up about females and how I feel about it lately, and that's how I feel, man. Females are gonna hit different, bro, the longer you go on SR. And you gotta stay strong, man. You gotta be able to be around these girls and stay in your frame, not be in your lust, treat them, weird energetically, put them on a pedestal, leading with, any type of, romantic or, you guys already know what's up. So, all right, boys, much love. Hopefully you guys learned something from this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.